I have questions here. How are we going to make sure that the ICC warrants will be respected by all member states? And I wanted to stick to my speech, but I think having heard what Mr. Dyerson just said, it's a bit difficult. The war in Israel and Palestine is something that's really holding up a mirror to our own situation. And Mr. Dyerson didn't talk about China or Russia's involvement here, but when the Western allies are confronted with that same international law, we hear deafening silences, even protests, even a failure to recognize that here in Parliament's benches. So when the ICC has issued these arrest warrants and we ignore them, then the ICC is not worth anything anymore. And ladies and gentlemen, the dramatic humanitarian situation has to be taken into consideration. It's incredible to see what has happened. Before the attack, 500 lorries were allowed through, and now 37. Now I have questions here. How are we going to make sure that the ICC warrants will be respected by all member states? And secondly, how are you going to make sure that UNRWA now immediately gets access? Because Mr. Dyerson, there is no alternative. 13,000 staff in UNRWA. I know the Commission always goes over their time, so I'm going to do this as well. 13,000 people who can do that. They're on behalf of